If you love amigurumi and you love crochet books and making all the crochet characters from all your favourite TV series, then today I have a treat for you. So sit back, grab yourself a brew, and we are going to go through the new Doctor Who Crochet Amigurumi book. Yes, this is brand new, a really new release. I have bought it so that you don't have to, and you can have a walk through this video with me. We'll see what it's like, what patterns are in there, and then if you decide it's worth your while, you can go out and grab your own copy. I'll link to which will be in the description below. Just a quick proviso with that, it is an affiliate link, so if you purchase the book from that link, I will get a small amount of the profit from that. Before we crack on with our Doctor Who amigurumi, please chuck a like on this video and subscribe, and follow me over on Instagram if you prefer short form content as opposed to longer videos. All of my crochet tips and short patterns are over on Instagram. I will leave a link to that below in the description as well. Without further ado, let's crack on with our Amigurumi Who Doctor Who crochet book. So this is actually called Amigurumi, which I thought was really cute. I love a good play on words. And it says on the back, grab your crochet hook, stock up on yarn and prepare to embark on your very own crafting adventure through time and space. You can see on the back here, that's an idea of some of the patterns you're going to get. And you can see on the front also. Let's dive straight in. We have our Doctor and our Rose, I guess. Oh, that's what it was in my generation. I am the Billie Piper generation, just so everybody knows. Let me know in the comments which generation you are. And then we have the contents. So we can see here we've got amigurumi, apparel and cosplay, homewares, and then mini amigurumi as well. And we are just going to have a flick through so that you can get a really good idea what's included and if this is worth your while. With any good crochet book, I will just say that you should be getting some basic crochet techniques. And then we crack on with our first chapter, chapter 1, amigurumi. I will say I love the graphic design in this book. The colours are a little bit of me, but they also, the theme is obviously Doctor Who, and I think it carries through really nicely in this book. The first pattern is your basic doll pattern. So the nice thing about this book is they give you a basic doll pattern and then they add bits and remove bits for whatever doll you're making. So not only have you got all your Doctor Who characters, but you also have a basic doll pattern that you can change up and make your own for other things as you see fit and as you learn new techniques. We have the 15th Doctor right here. The 15th Doctor in his swinging 60s outfit. Let me know as we go along which one is your favourite. The 15th Doctor in his Regency outfit. And then we start to get onto the sidekicks of these Doctors. So Ruby Sunday, the 15th Doctor's second-hand woman, if we will. Ruby Sunday's Regency outfit. Love this one. I think this one is super cute, and I love the detail of the hair as well. Oh, now this is my sort of era, the 14th Doctor, David Tennant. Okay, so this is my era. This is what I remember, especially when they started to do the collaborations with things like what was that thing that John Barrowman was in? Let me know in the comments, please, if you know what I'm talking about. The 13th Doctor. I also love that there is a little bit of trivia on these pages as well. The 11th Doctor, the lovely Matt Smith, the Master and the Missy. So these are the Doctor Who foes. Can I just say as well, Michelle Gomez is a brilliant actress. The 4th Doctor. Now, this is a little bit before my time, 1974. Oh yes, Donna, absolutely fabulous. The lovely Catherine Tate. Again, a little bit of my era. Rose is definitely my era as well. This was like the 2005 revival era when it started to become really, really popular again. And we have some Weeping Angels, another one of the Doctor's foes, the goblins, which are just adorable, the Sutek. Just to bear in mind as well, we have a lot of pictorial diagrams, especially for construction in here and what your part should look like and things like that. The iconic TARDIS, the iconic Dalek, and then we move on to apparel and cosplay. Alrighty, so we have the 13th Doctor inspired rainbow tote bag. So of course this strip here is all you are going to make and add it onto a tote bag, mimicking the 13th Doctor's lovely rainbow t-shirt. We have the celery brooch worn by Peter Davison, the 5th Doctor. Then we have Osgood's question mark collar, the 11th Doctor's fez and bow tie worn by the wonderful Matt Smith. Now, this is going to be an iconic one, the 4th Doctor's scarf. I remember this. This is before my time, but I remember this. This is going to be iconic. If you think of Doctor Who, this probably going to be one of the Doctors that you think of. And then we move on to chapter 3, which is our homeware section, and we kick off with our Cyberman cushion. This is a corner to corner project, so there's a little bit of everything in this book as well. Gallifrey's wall hanging, again with some gorgeous charts in here, and this is going to be your end result. The TARDIS book sleeve. Oh, this one is one of my faves, K9 doorstop. Now, again, another iconic character, as it were, from the Doctor Who series. The 15th Doctor's sonic screwdriver. Now, the next one is another one of my favourites. The Meep backpack. Can we just check out how freaking adorable not only Meep is, but this backpack is? Those eyes are gorgeous. Now, I will just say this is going to be one of those projects. So if we come to the next page here, that is going to be a little bit more advanced as you work up this, because it involves a lot of embroidery and things like that. The Time Vortex blanket. Now, this yarn is gorgeous. I have used this yarn before in my work. The blanket is fabulous as well. The Toymaker and Maestro coasters. So again, we've got homewares, we've got wearables, we've got amigurumi in this book. And finally, we have our mini amigurumi. So again, starting off with the mini doll pattern, and then from there you will make your mini Doctors. And we have 6 mini Doctors right here to choose from. The 1st Doctor, the 3rd Doctor, 5th Doctor, the 6th Doctor, the 7th Doctor, and the 12th Doctor. And then we have our mini companions as well, and there are 5 of these to choose from. So the first one is Susan Foreman, the Doctor's granddaughter and first ever companion. We then have Sarah Jane Smith, who was the journalist and started her own spin-off series with the Sarah Jane Adventures. I remember Elizabeth Sladen. Ace, which is street smart teenager with the 7th Doctor. Then we have Amy Pond, who was obviously Karen Gillan. Yasmin Khan, the 13th Doctor's sidekick. Finally, we have our mini aliens, and again, there are 5 of these. We get the Slitheen, a Cyberman, Zygon, and Sontaran. I remember these as well. Finally, the Ood. These are another iconic one. And then, of course, it wouldn't be Doctor Who without the jelly babies. So let me know in the comments, is this book worth your while? I think given what the price is for this and how many patterns there are in here, I would definitely consider purchasing it if you are a Doctor Who fan, or if you sort of make things out of that genre, so characters, sci-fi, stuff like that, because some of the patterns in here you don't necessarily need to know who Doctor Who is if you make like creepy monsters and things like that. I will say I think they've aimed it wrong, so it's Amigurumi aimed, but there's actually wearables and homewares in here as well. I think that it'd appeal to a lot more people if people knew that. So if you were on the fence and you don't just make amigurumi, there are wearables and homewares in here as well. Of course, I loved K9 and the Meep backpack. However, there is an amigurumi in here that I saw quite close to the beginning, and it wasn't the goblin, that I definitely feel like I would love to make, and it was this weeping angel. Just think that pattern's gorgeous. Not cuter than its counterpart on the screen. So let me know in the comments which one would you like me to make, and I will make the ones in the comments that you guys have asked for and pop them up on shorts over on Instagram, so make sure you're following me over there as well. And I will leave a link in the description to my other crochet book reviews. New videos will go up every Sunday. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.